Hi guys, welcome back. So today we have a very gentle seated flow for those days where you just feel like I need a little bit of movement but I don't need too much, and you just want to sit, connect to the breath and kind of release and unwind. So we're going to get started in our Sukhasana, in our easy seat, cross-legged. If you want to bring a blanket, a pillow, anything at all underneath the sit bones, feel free. And let the hands rest on the knees. So palms rest up if you feel like receiving energy. If you want a little bit more grounding, you can bring the palms down or let them rest in between the lap. And then close the eyes down and just start to soften. So forget about holding yourself in a very upright posture. Let the body settle down. Connecting the sit bones to the earth. Feeling that slight pressure of the hands on the knees or the lap. And bringing the awareness just a little bit more internally. Letting the flesh relax around the bones. And ask yourself, maybe for the first time today, how it is you feel. And making no judgments, just accepting it for whatever it is, whatever comes up. And then of course, just find the breath, that constant companion. Finding your own flow, your own rhythm. Being conscious of every inhale and every exhale. Maybe the breath is already perfect enough. But if you want to lengthen the breath, take an inhale into the belly, up into the ribs and the chest, and then exhaling from the chest, the ribs, down into the belly. Breathing in to find that sensation of full, and exhaling all the way down to empty. Now carrying on in your own breath, in your own time. Using the breath as that stabilizer to bring us into the moment and into the practice. Now on your next inhale, send the arms all the way up and above the head. And as you exhale, drop the right palm down, send the left arm all the way up and over towards the right. Length through that whole left-hand side. Take a big breath in to open the heart. And as you breathe out, think of curving first. So left arm reaches towards the right. Follow the left arm all the way across the front of the mat. Let the left palm land by the left sit bones and send the right arm all the way up and above. A few more times. The exhale, we're rolling forward. We're finding length through the whole sides of the body. The connection to the lower back and the hips, and the breath in, we're lengthening into the sides. One more time. Nice and slow, left arm forward. Right arm comes all the way up. Beautiful. On your next inhale, rise, come all the way up. And as you exhale, bring the hands towards the knees. A few rounds of seated cat-cow. So the breath in, the shoulders roll back, the heart lifts. And the breath out, we push into the knees, we round through the spine, back of the heart towards the back. So sit back onto the sit bones here. 2 more times. The inhale, pulling forward, shoulder blades roll back, find length through the spine. And the exhale, the recoil, push it all the way back. One more time. See if you can get the neck involved in this one. Big breath in, rolling it forward. And the breath out, nice and slow, pushing it back. Good. Now as you inhale, come high up on the sit bones, bring the knees in towards your chest. Hands can come behind you, just float the legs. A little bit of a Navasana, nothing too strenuous, just a little bit of heat. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bring the left foot in and extend that right leg. Good. Laziest janu you've ever done in your life. So take a breath in, send the arms up high. Soften the right knee as you breathe out, just fold over the right leg. Again, we're going to keep the ripple with the spine. So the inhale is if you're pulling back. Stack vertebrae onto the sit bones. Take a big breath, expand. And the breath out to lean forward, come down. 2 more times. Inhaling, rolling, rippling it back. And the exhale, that lengthen, that leaning with the heart towards the toes. 1 more time. Breathing in. Breathing out, that slinking forward and hold it there. So keep the arms wide. Keep the shoulders soft. Keep the right leg bent for once. And just breathe. It doesn't have to go to a point where we feel like we're stretching out our joints. Just enjoy the sensations of the back of the right leg, maybe even that left hip. Take 1 more breath here. Big breath out. And then inhale, begin to rise, come all the way up. Good. Once again, lean back onto the sit bones, lift the legs, arms can come back behind you, knees in towards your chest. Slight engagement of the belly because we all love a little bit of core. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, extend the left leg, right foot comes into the left thigh. Good. Let the sit bone ground. Take an inhale to lengthen. And the exhale, we folding over that left leg. 2 more times. Big breath in, rolling, rippling it up. And the breath out, we're sinking, bringing it down. 1 more time. Inhaling, rising. Exhale, falling, and just noticing what's happening on that right upper back. Arms planted, shoulders relax, breathe. Nice and soft. Crown of the head reaching towards the toes, left knees are bent. Keeping the breath nice and deep, nice and easy. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale completely. And then as you inhale, I want you to rise, come all the way up. Keep the left leg where it is, just extend that right leg for me. So coming in to a little bit more of the sides of the body. Take the arms out wide, big breath. As you breathe out, right arm under, left arm all the way up and over. So we're going to move 1 breath, 1 move. Inhale, bring it up through center. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, left arm under, right arm reaches towards the toes. 1 more each side. Take a big breath in. Move in with the breath tempo. Breathe out, reach to the right. 1 more time. Inhaling. And exhale. Nice. Now as you breathe in, bring it all the way up. And then as you exhale, I want you to turn the chest towards the right leg for me. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. And the exhale, that softening down over the right leg. If the left sit bones wants to join the party, feel free. If you want to round the head and just release into this, again, knees can bend. Just find a spot that's comfortable for you. This flow is not about pushing or forcing, but instead just connecting and breathing into what's available to us. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale completely. The breath in, we rise in, come all the way up. Take a second, let the spine just reset. A little bit of a jiggle if you need to. And then coming over to the left-hand side. Big breath in to lengthen. And the breath out, that journey down over towards the left leg. Good. Try and twist the shoulders just a tiny bit. Get that sensation either in the left hamstrings, or some of you might be feeling it in the inside of the left leg. But most importantly, lay the hands somewhere where the shoulders can just rest and be. And then concentrate on the breath. Feel the expansion of the belly on the inhale. Retraction of the belly on the exhale. One more. Eyebrows are nice and soft. And slowly release. Big breath in to rise, come all the way up. Now I want you to bring the feet together for me. So feet together, legs kind of straight, soft bend in the knees. If the hamstrings are tight, we're coming forward. Take an inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, think of hinging from the hips first, belly button towards the thighs. Let the hands either go wide or grabbing hold of the shins. Now options there for you, either try and keep a straight spine leaning forward, or if you want to round, tuck the chin in towards the chest, please do so. And if you are, just notice the difference in sensations. What can you feel maybe in the upper back? Maybe in the connection of the lower back running in towards the glutes and the legs. Taking 2 more breaths. Letting the breath just support the posture. And then on your next inhale, begin to roll the spine. So walk the hands back, keep that natural curve in the spine, and we're going to come to lay down all the way on our backs. Yes, it's that simple today, guys. So lying all the way down, I want you to bring your feet in towards your glutes for me. Heels a little bit in, toes out. Instead of coming into regular bridges, I want to make some nice hip circles just to release the hips for me. So bring the arms out wide, shoulders soft. As you breathe in and push through the heels, I want you to take the hips towards the left first, making like a hula hoop. The inhale, we squeeze the glutes, we get the top range of motion, and the exhale, dropping towards the right. Give me 2 more. Nice, slow, steady movement. Making these big circles and just noticing how the top of the legs actually move within that hip joint. Once you've done 3 rounds, take it to the opposite side, lifting it up to the right. Take it all the way over to the left. And notice how the movement gets a little bit easier every time you repeat. On your last round, I want you to lift the hips up and I want you to hold it there. Push into the heels. It's a little bit engagement of the glutes, but again, we're not forcing. We're breathing into the belly. Maybe even watching the belly button rise. Taking 1 more breath. And then as you exhale, slowly lower. Lower back, down into the ground. If you want to windscreen wipers the legs, just send them towards the left and the right. Feel free. And then from here, I'm going to bring lower back onto the ground, so tuck the tailbone under slightly. Bring the right foot on top of the left knee, figure of 4. So for some of us, if you're here and you're like, I'm already feeling the stretch, this is amazing, of course, feel free to stay here. If you want a little bit more, bring the left knee in towards you, flex the left toes. If you have a wall in front of you, the left foot can go into a wall. Or maybe you're grabbing underneath the thigh. Now, if you're grabbing here and you're rounding your tense, relax and forget about it. And you can shake it from side to side. You can straighten the left leg if that feels good. Wherever you are, think about sending the right knee away from you just to get a little bit more release for the glutes. Taking 2 more breaths. And then slowly, that right knee comes on top of the left, lady legs. Drop the right knee towards the left, gaze towards the right. eagle twist. If it feels too much for the back, just bring both knees on top of each other. And again, remember, it's not about forcing. I don't care if your shoulders lifted off the ground. Just make sure you're at a spot that feels good for you. It's getting a little bit of release for the spine. Just doesn't feel strenuous. Take one more breath. And slowly bring it all the way up through center. Good. Right foot comes down. Left foot on top of that right knee, toes flexed. Again, maybe this feels perfect enough, just swaying here. If you need a little bit more, right knee comes in, flex the toes, left hip's pushing back. And then option to interlace the hands underneath that right thigh, but again, shoulders super nice and relaxed. Left thigh is pushing away from you. No tension in the jaw. Just breathing into that space. You can add soft movements to see what that does to the connections in the legs. Take in just one more breath here. And then when you're ready, left knee on top of the right, eagle. And as you guide the foot over, let the knee drop towards the right hand side. Let the left arm lengthen, coming into that last spinal twist. Softening. Counteracting the twist. Let depth be found on every exhale. And on your next breath in, bring it all the way up through center. Just going to release the lower back with a little happy baby pose, and then I'll leave you in peace. So knees come up. Bring the knees in towards the armpits. Maybe grab the ankles or the shins if you're not that flexible. Begin to rock from side to side, lower back on the ground. If you can go there, grab hold of the feet from the outside and just gently sway from side to side. Give me 3 big breaths, massaging through the lower back, opening up through the hips. And then on your next exhale, slowly release, coming all the way down into your shavasana, into your rest. This is where I will leave you, with the legs out wide, eyes closed, completely softening down and completely surrender.